Hi guys, welcome to this session in Power BI. In this module, I want to show you how you can create a tooltip page and also how you can add a tooltip field to a visual. So on the screen, I've just got two visuals and I haven't actually got a tooltip page set up just yet. So what I want to do is create a tooltip on this page. So what shows at the moment is just this sort of summary here. You've got the sum of revenue for that part of the visual. But down on the right hand side in your visualizations pane, you have an area here for a tooltip. So what you're supposed to put there is a field from your data set. So for example, topic would be courses in this example. So if I put topic there and then hover over that visual again, you're now getting the actual topic, in this case Outlook, and if I move across a bit over here, Excel, and so on. You see the different ones popping up as I move. Word, Excel, and so on, Access, and all that information. So that's because I've put something in there, and you could put more than that in there. So for example, any other field I can put in there. Location, I've got location, I can put that in there, and then if I hover over the chart again, I get that. So this is an Outlook course and Bradford, West Yorkshire. It's only showing you the first topic. So if there's multiple topics in there, it's just showing you one. So that's where you might want to create a tooltip page. So if I just come off this altogether, close those two off and create myself a page. So I've got a blank page here. I will call this tooltip. If I just double click on that down the bottom there, call it tooltip so I know which one it is. Get rid of the number, press enter on that, rename that. So what you have to do here is place on here what you want to appear. But before you do anything, you have to activate the tooltip feature without any visuals. So over on the visualization pane, you have this format, and in page information, you've got this option here, use as a tooltip. So I'm going to tick that on, and then you get this space, and it's going to be called tooltip, but I'll call it something else. I'll call it Steve. So what you put in here is what you want to appear on your tooltip. So I'm going for topic again, and there's a list of topics, and I'll go for location. So that's the information there. Now that's quite a lot of information. It's not giving much more space. Maybe I won't go for location. I'll take that off. Company's probably too big as well. Yeah, so I'll just leave it as topic and maybe students. Put some figures in there, like so. Okay, that'll do. And now I'll come back to my other page. So now what you have to do is when you hover over one of these, that's the default tooltip. So now what you've got to do is set this up so it shows you on this visual that it's going to look at a tooltip page. So what I now need to do is change the settings. So instead of the default tooltip information or the tooltip that you've added down here, I can get it to look at that page. So I'll go on to the visualizations pane and format, and then you need to go onto the general feature, and in there you have tooltips, which is on. If I open that up, but I've got a page called Steve, so I'm going to click on Steve, and then that's going to be the tooltip for this. So it's showing me that information. So before, when I did this, if there was more than one course on any of these places like that one, it only showed me the first one. Now it's showing me both, or if multiple, if there's more than two. I think most of these are just two or one. But there you go. You've got the tooltip there. This is still on the default one. If I click on this visual, I can do the same on that one. However, this might not be relevant. Depends what it comes up with here. This is date related, so it is still relevant. It's showing me the information in the same way, just by pointing to these dates. So these are days, months, quarters, and years. So it's showing me the same information. So the tooltip is now looking at both of these visuals, or visuals are looking at the same tooltip, should I say. So that's all I want to talk about in this video, how you can create a tooltip page or add a tooltip field for a visual. So hopefully that video is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.